One question?
Is there a contract signed between Brookfield and the Battery Park City Authority relating to the RFP? Is that done yet or no?
No,
So how is she operating?
she's not. We're here preemptively to signing.
So if the contract's not signed, none of this happens?
That's correct.
So when will that contract be signed?
Can't comment.
Why is it being held up?
Can't comment.
So in other words, everything that was said tonight means absolutely nothing.
Thank you, Steve. Let's take your question.
Hi, so I'm Jocelyn.
Hey, this is for the BPCA. You're actually the better person to ask. Why is the contract between Brookfield Place and the Battery Park City Authority not signed? What is the holdup?
I think we've asked that.
I asked him. He doesn't know. These guys are the ones who would know.
We have no comment.
Thank you. David, Simon, Cove Marina, and imminently that contract will be between Brookfield Properties and the Battery Park City Authority. And David Tykin, who is Senior VP of U.S. Operations, the retail part of it, is here to discuss their plan and kind of give us an update to what's going on.
You can reach out to the authority, myself, but I wanted to do that before we got involved with the Marina stuff. So the Marina team that we did the contract with, Battery Park City Authority, is Brookfield, obviously the authority, Island Global Yachting, which Simon Bryan is here, and Offshore Sailing, which is Doris and Stephen Cove. We are the licensee. Island Global Yachting and Simon in particular will be running the marina from the marina management standpoint, making sure that it is clean and operational and efficient and things like that. And Doris and Stephen will bring 40 years of expertise as sailing school operators, and I'll let them kind of talk to their experience in a moment. The reason we went about it this way is that we truly believe that everyone has their expertise and can. I guess the obvious is that there's half the marina is missing at this point. We will start up the marina this May in a couple of weeks. We have not yet finalized all the documentation between ourselves, but that is imminently happening, and we didn't want to miss this opportunity and not be with you guys until June. The marina will stay in its current configuration throughout the season. And as of the start of next season, it'll be a fully renovated, fully repositioned space.
Hi, when you say it's going to open up in May, what does that mean?
Excuse me. Sure.
It means that there'll be a sailing school and boats parking there in the month. As we're trying to bring back the people that have been here historically, and we're trying to balance, it's a different business model today than it has been run in the past. And I don't mean that by saying we're necessarily charging more. It's just a different way that they're going to be forced to do business. So as soon as we make those decisions, we will make sure that we let the committee know exactly who will be coming back.
I had a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I noticed last week Hornblower was parked in the marina.
Yeah.
As part of your new plan and your staging and structuring, are you looking at boats such as Hornblower to be able to dock there?
We like the idea of the historic ships or some of the party ships. They clearly will not be able to dominate the marina, but yeah, they take out charter boats. They take out charter cruises for lunches and dinners. And from our perspective, what we like about it is it brings people through the retail several times a day.
You know that the community at large has spoken quite loudly that North Cove Marina was not a great location for neither ferries or large party boats because there's extraordinary noise and sound that carries both north and south. So those are two spots that the community has been quite vocal on. No party boats and no ferry-like things, whether it's a water taxi ferry, either one of those. We've been through that, we've advocated, we've discussed, we've gone long-term. I would hate to have to say anything more on that front.
We have spoken at so many meetings, I cannot tell you, about how much we don't want a party boat there, or even a pier. I mean, the community is fairly OCD about not wanting party boats docking there. And so I think it would be a great, I don't know if you're still deliberating or not, but I was just second, Chairman's comment that it would be, it's just such a noisy, it's not that huge marina once you start to bring one of those boats in and let it, Well, why is it not fair?
Because what we're doing, first of all, with what dock space is available today, more than half of it is actually allocated towards getting in local boaters onto the water today. What they're doing is they're running a sailing school and a sailing club that when you learn to sail, you can use their boats as part of their sailing club to go out and access the waterfront. It's very similar to what Michael had in place, except there'll be no bar and clubhouse that's floating on the water.
Well, he also didn't have 7 boats. I mean, there was a fleet of boats that stretched from the north to the south side.
And if we are lucky enough that we operate for 15 years and we can collectively grow the business the way he has, and someday we may too have such a large.
Right now, this year,
You're saying Brookfield doesn't have the resources to do that? We just watch you read the entire
Yeah,
arcade
please.
there and have Hudson Eats there? That's preposterous. I mean, this is exactly what we feared. It's to the authority, it's what we feared, why we didn't want you to do this. And it's outrageous. Your program sounds great, but there used to be more boats than we could count, and now you're talking about 7. And even the vendor you brought in is clearly annoyed by that. And what's going on? It's just,
This is the program that we're going to be launching. And
so you're not here to listen, you're here to tell us what you're launching.
Yeah, and
Can I just say that this year there's 16 berths. There's only 16 berths available, and 8 of those will go to the sailing school. Then I've got to fill some boats, some political character boats, historic boats. So it doesn't leave us much capacity for visiting boats.
So you're saying it's accurate to say you're not increasing the number of large yachts that you're bringing in, that you're mooring at X number of dollars per square foot. That's not the business model here, because that's what we totally feared.
there's half the number of docks out there this year.
But that's because you had to build it.
Michael took them.
Well, he didn't build it yet.
he owned it, I assume, right?
I built it. That's exactly right.
So I'll calm myself down and say, so for this year, you expect it to be it's going to be underutilized because of the infrastructural build out this year.
That's correct.
So are you open to considering bringing in something where people can access boats and increasing the size of the club rather than the school?
Based on demand, we're open to making sure that this has the ability to grow.
The demand exists. It has.
The demand has existed and does exist.
Listen, I just said that we're open to growing the school. We just need to make sure that the demand is there to use it the way it was used before. I don't know, this is a new business model for us.
So why are you doing it? You've never run a marina in your life.
And with the not having the floating clubhouse, I understand that. And this could be a good thing. This could be something you guys are.
Docks is an enormous investment, and the best we can make that investment today to make sure that it works as a good business model, and that business model is kind of 3-tiered. It's the community, it's sustainability, and it's revenue. Right? We have to be realistic about what it is. We're going to try to make the best of to bring all those 3 together.
By the way, we have to give them some consideration. They have 50 years of experience, so I assume they're going to be successful. However, they have to invest money to start this business, right? This is a business. And so as demand comes, I'm sure they'll be pressuring them one more space, and that makes sense. But right now, you can he had 24 boats in there. I don't know if you're going to find anyone to put 24 boats in there and start up that business from day one. It's out of the law. Right? That's normal.
Did you, when you guys were envisioning I guess,
I know that it doesn't have to be open to everybody, and it's great that it is. But the marina is public parkland. And what is being taken away from us by all this growth and all the amenities that are in place and all the new stores that are catering to people who are wealthier than I am. And my bad, I'm not that rich, sorry. What we look for in this neighborhood, though, is the public space. And that is what we're looking, and I'm here, and I'm on this board fighting for, is the public space and access for the common men that live in this neighborhood. Because we're not rich, but we're not poor. And it's got to be open to everybody who lives here.
One question?
Is there a contract signed between Brookfield and the Battery Park City Authority relating to the RFP? Is that done yet or no?
No,
So how is she operating?
she's not. We're here preemptively to signing.
So if the contract's not signed, none of this happens?
That's correct.
So when will that contract be signed?
Can't comment.
Why is it being held up?
Can't comment on
So in other words, everything that was said tonight means absolutely nothing.
Thank you, Steve. Let's take your question.
Hi, so I'm Jocelyn.
Hey, this is for the BPCA. You're actually the better person to ask. Why is the contract between Brookfield Place and the Battery Park City Authority not signed? What is the holdup?
I think you've asked that.
I asked him. He doesn't know. These guys are the ones who would know.
We have no comment.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay.
David, Simon?